When people ask me this question, do you let the planets control your emotions? Are you blaming your problems on the planets? Short answer, yes. Long answer, it's not that simple. The planets do not control us, but they control the energy that is present. And so they bring things out of us that we have not asked for. That's why right now, being in Mercury retrograde in this Scorpio season, it is bringing up our shadow side. The shadow side of us are the dark things that we do not bring to the light, the things that we keep hidden. And so right now, with Mercury retrograde in Scorpio season, it is bringing out our shadow side. It's asking us to face the things that we want to keep hidden. So is it the planet's problem? No. But are the planets controlling what comes up in us? Yes. What we do have control over is our reaction to what comes up. So right now, if you do not have a lot of stuff that you've been hiding or that you've been repressing, you're going to be fine. You're not going to have to deal with much stuff. In fact, this may even be a good time for you to just kind of have space to work within. If you have a lot of shadow stuff that you have not dealt with, it's going to come up and it might be really heavy. Scorpio energy is like the depths of the ocean. You cannot see or know what's under there, but you know something's there. And so right now, if you have a lot of shadow stuff that you have not faced, it's going to come to the surface and it's going to be asked to be dealt with. So do we blame our problems on the planets? No. But the planets are going to bring our problems up and then we have to work on it. So it's not always nice when we're just going through our lives and then all of a sudden we have this shift in energy and then we have these things happen to us, usually outside of us or internally, that we have to deal with. That's what we mean when we say that Mercury retrograde is a bitch. Because it's bringing up all these things that we did not ask for. Most of us would love to just go through life having emotions repressed, having things that we don't have to deal with, but that's not life. That's not reality. And so what happens when we have things like Mercury retrograde is that the universe, the life outside of us, is making a shift so that we can make an internal shift too. So the shift that's being asked of us right now, especially while we've also been experiencing a Mars square to Pluto, which is all about aggression and tension and societal subconsciousness, when we've been going through these massive energetic shifts outside of us, it's stirring up things inside of us. It's going to show up for a different way for everybody, but it's going to show up for everybody. So whatever it is that you've been hiding, that you've been repressing, that you haven't wanted to come to the surface, it's going to come out right now. So the only thing you can do is control your reaction to it. How are you going to react? Are you going to use it as an opportunity to transform yourself, to remove blocks, and to progress, to grow? Or are you going to try and shove it back under the surface? If you try and shove it back under the surface, if you distract yourself, if you try to get rid of it, it's just going to come up again. And it may come up more forcefully. Especially again, as we've been experiencing this Mars square to Pluto, things are very forceful right now. They're very tense. And so if you're ignoring anything, if you're neglecting anything that wants to come out, it's going to come out whether you like it or not. And so right now, our opportunity is to work on the shadow side. Do we blame things on the planets? It's not that the planets are doing it, it's that we have to do it, but the planets are the ones who are moving the lever, who are pushing us forward. That's why the best way to interact with astrology, to interact with the energetics in our life, is to work with it, not against it. I hope everyone is surviving this Mercury retrograde, and remember, whatever comes up, it's your choice how you react to it.